The streets of Hossegor are empty at the moment. Everyone's down here on the beach watching these big heats play out. John Florence just going absolutely loony in that last clash to jump into the quarters. And now we're going to see what these three competitors can bring to the table in the final heat of the day. Gabriel Medina, a former winner here. Duru, he's been on fire with some big numbers. And Nat Young already on his way to his best finish in a CT event in 2017.
Does the same. As we watch the first wave here of Gabriel Medina looking down the lefts. And a nice solid start for Gabriel Medina. 2 forehand hooks and a closeout slash.
Right now though, just down the beach, Gabriel Medina, he's up. He's got a brilliant backhand air reverse. And it looks like he's loading up for something now. Just spins a little too hard on that occasion. His board got a bit sticky in the lip.
It looked like Nick sent a pretty sick air too. I was psyched on that. I was like, a little bummed, but I was pretty psyched also.
It was pretty cool seeing the three of you go out in the water, all having world titles.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, my dream is to be surfing against these guys. These guys I've been watching since I was super young and been my inspiration forever. Mick's such a huge inspiration. His technique and everything, and all the world titles he won's been insane. And same with Joel. He's just got such smooth surfing.
That's an average in each of his heats over there at Margaret's, and he's doing something similar here at the moment. Nat Young, getting a look at his second ride here, had a 4 on his first wave. But he just pushes a bit too hard there, Pete. Medina right behind him. Couple of nice connections for Gabriel on the lip. And here's a guy I feel like could bring out some of those high-flying moves to match John on the bottom half of the draw. He's, I think, potentially the biggest roadblock for John in this event.
Totally agree.
And Duru also getting a wave, so a neat little set here with a lot of open face for all three competitors. We'll see who gets the best of the exchange. No one's really kind of staked their claim for the victory here just yet, though. This heat is...
Nat, another mid-range score. He's up again.
Let's see what he can do. Really accelerating at the moment.
Top spot for now.
Dive into the replay here, and Medina, these first couple of turns were pretty solid.
They were, you know, getting loose out of the lip as well. You know, his backhand's so strong. Similar to Nat's, and he accelerates through his moves when he's clicked in. You know, that wave there, you know, reviewing it pretty good, especially that first turn. And Duru, we saw him get a wave at the end of his last heat where he used that flow, where he glides up and over those sections with such ease and carries that speed in the next maneuvers. Very similar to that wave.
And we are back to live action now as Nat Young chucks his board over the lip a couple of times there. So really getting back to that form that saw Nat moving a long way through Championship Tour events early on in his career. And he spins out on the inside.
Not after a few good solid turns. That's going to be his best wave. So he's going to be matching Gabriel here. But then Gabriel back up again.
So a busy start for Medina as he draws off the bottom. Loading up again here, just carving through the lip, trying to keep that down the line speed and flow. And starting to gather some momentum for a big finish there. There's the air reverse. We've been talking about it. You can forecast it with Medina. Pretty early. He starts to ride high on the wave, Pete.
He rides high on the wave, and then you can see there's a little twist in his body.
And Pete Durbridge is going to step in as well and help us break it down.
Well, let's see if we can slow that telegraphing from Gabriel Medina. You know, the scoring potential of this wave, fairly low, really, when he took off, but and it is the little twist and spin. And this could be another good number. Again, to see here, the squaring of the shoulders, the whipping of the board, and of course carrying the speed when you see it coming. You know, it's very similar to the front side air reverse where you got to poke the tail of the board towards the beach. You do the same thing on the backhand.
And Nat Young, he just had this one, Pete.
Well, score's already in. And some great surfing from Nat, but judges aren't buying in it too much. I mean, he has yet to get into the good range. But I mean, I think that there was a significant difference in the speed.
Well, he's up once again and chipping away at the lead. He needs an 8.6. Looking to mix things up as best he can on the backhand.
Can I throw one more in there?
Go for it.
One that we still have to look forward to is Beat Durbridge on the post show. I think that's going to be pretty special. I mean, his last event in France, so that's another emotional tag for me, and you know how much I love that.
Ooh, you just bumped me off the show, didn't you, Beat? Good work.
Well, he just came onto the set, beat Durbridge. He's got a big smile on his face. I think he really enjoyed Heat 3 of that 4th round. He was looking forward to it. A couple of his best mates, and obviously John Florence, who he helped to that world title last year. But at the moment, Medina's up. And he is going to take to the air something super explosive, but he loses his back foot, and that looked a little sketchy on the landing there. Nat Young, in the meantime, he's chasing down that 8.6, loading up for a big finish once again. Big backhand air reverse attempt that the board flipped over on him.
That was too bad. He stomps that.
And you should have taken that bet, Pete. You would have won yourself some dinner. But have a look at the attempt here. Just loads up all that speed.
Very similar. That's the corrupt flip where you see the grab.
And Medina's still out in front, but he hasn't really gotten far enough ahead of Nat Young and Juan Duru to feel comfortable just yet. Nat up once again, having a look at this one on the inside. He's had a couple of cracks at big finishes, but opts not to go, and Medina, he's happy to pick it up on the inside. So without priority, hammering away at this one. A number of solid hits already. What kind of finish can he add? Floating down the line. He spins, maybe to win.
Well, now, see?
He opted not to go that wave.
Yeah, and of course, Medina says, I see something that you don't. And he did. He saw an open wall where he unleashed some backhand hooks. And I would say that 693, even though he didn't see a huge error at the end of it, feels like there's enough. Well, there wasn't a huge error, but he did see an error at the end of it. But added with all the other ones, oh, well, I might be wrong.
But I thought it was great surfing. Let's see what Nat can do now. 8.6 required, and he just bogs down on that first turn, so 40 seconds to go here, Pete. And he kind of lost touch with the leader, Gabriel Medina, who banked a 7.5 and a 6.93 early. Couldn't up the ante with a couple of attempts after that, but it was enough to see him through to the quarterfinals.